Hi everyone, Justin Gola here, and sorry if my speech is a little bit off, that's because I'm wearing my retainers. Anyway, I have this brand new video that I cannot wait to show you. I've been working on it for a long time. And while I wanted to make this video for a long time, it's not really about the most best of subjects. Why? Because it's going to be about the Blackout versus Grindor debate. And I was thinking that this video could share my point of view on the subject. Frustration aside, I decided to gather my best arguments, gather my best evidence, and finally present why I think that Blackout and Grindor are the same character. Enjoy. Blackout is Grindor. Blackout, the tall, menacing, destructive Decepticon, the Hound of Megatron, and perhaps one of his most loyal minions. And Grindor, the Blackout clone who all he does is get killed by Prime. I am here to prove they're the same character. Argument 1. It's all in the rust. When creating this video to prove that Blackout and Grindor are the same character, I discovered this picture. Notice how there's rust all over Grindor. And why is Grindor rusty? Well, you see, Blackout, he died, and his corpse was dumped in the ocean. And what happens to metal in the ocean? Well, it rusts. One proof? Look at this piece of metal. It's been exposed, it's all rusty. Not good enough for you? Okay, here's another. Look at this ship. It's all old, rusty, due to the seawater. Not a big enough ship? Okay, here's another ship. See? Big rusty. But you want to say, wait, that's above water. Okay, here's a ship underwater, all old and rusty, covered in barnacles too. But you want to say it's a ship. Okay, here's a tank. Something military grade. So here is my hypothesis. While trying to help Lord Megatron, Blackout was killed by Captain Lennox and the fellow humans. After the battle was over, the humans dumped his corpse into the ocean, where his corpse slowly but surely rusted away. Eventually, the Constructicons, when he went to revive Megatron, also revived Blackout off-screen, which is why it explains that Grindor is all rusty, giving that my hypothesis that Blackout is the same character is true. Which means that Blackout really died when Optimus Prime ripped his head in two. Argument 2. New look, same character. In the original Transformers G1 movie, Megatron is reborn into Galvatron by Unicron. However, Megatron and Galvatron have the same conscience. It's only that Galvatron has a bit more pizzazz, he has a different color, slightly different fusion cannon, and a new name. Why is this important? In Transformers 1, the almighty Megatron transforms into a Cybertronian jet. And you see, in the beginning of Transformers 2, he's reborn using the spare parts from scrap metal, and he becomes this. The second movie, Megatron. What's important? He just has a big shoulder pad. Well, his vehicle mode is now a Cybertronian tank. So apparently, a bunch of scrap parts from scrap metal, who unwillingly sacrificed himself, thanks a lot, Scrapple, into the Transformers 2 Megatron. This logic can apply to Blackout in terms of vehicle mode. As we all know, Blackout transforms into the famous Sikorsky MH-53 Paved Low, which is a pretty badass helicopter. As we all know, Blackout unfortunately was killed by Captain Lennox and his friend, while Grindor transforms into a Sikorsky CH-53 Super Stallion. So what does this mean? It's simple. When Blackout got resurrected, he changed his name and got a new vehicle mode. Or is it a new vehicle mode? Argument 3. It's just a variant. As we all know, and which I've repeated several times now, Blackout transforms into a Sikorsky MH-53 Paved Low, while Grindor transforms into a Sikorsky CH-53 Super Stallion. You might be thinking, Justin, Grindor is a CH 53, Super Stallion. The two of them are very, very different helicopters. Actually, I would like to disagree, because the Super Stallion is a variant of the Pavlo. Here's the Super Stallion, but wait, the Super Stallion was developed from the Sea Stallion. Good eye, good eye. Let's go to the Sea Stallion. Okay, Sea Stallion looks pretty normal. Oh wait, what's this? During and after Vietnam, Sea Stallions were converted into Pavlos? Huh. That means that the Pavlo and the Super Stallion are related. I mean, come on, it's the exact same helicopter, just with a few minor tweaks here and there. I mean, the Sea Stallion became the Pave-Low, and the Sea Stallion was also developed into the Super Stallion, making the Super Stallion a variant of the Pave-Low. Here are some more examples of variants. The M113 Armored Personnel Carrier. If you give it a M61 Vulcan in a radar, you get the M163 Self-Propelled Anti-Aircraft Gun. Okay, let's move on to aircraft. For example, for aircraft, let's take the C-130 Hercules cargo plane. Give it a bunch of guns, and boom, you get a gunship. Hopefully, I made my argument clear that the Super Stallion is a variant of the Pave-Low. There you go. Those are my arguments about why Blackout and Grindor are the same character. And look, I know some people on the internet probably found some arguments to try and debunk my theory, and I found a few. I will try and refute these arguments, so please enjoy. An argument some people might use against me is that some parts on Blackout look completely different from some parts on Grindor. I already explained this. When Blackout got resurrected, he changed his vehicle mode from a Pave-Low to a Super Stallion. The two helicopters are basically almost the same with a few minor differences. Hence, Blackout's appearance changed a little bit. Another argument against my theory is that Blackout has the United States Air Force logo on his arms, not to mention his call sign 4500X. Look, if seawater can easily rust away Cybertronian metal, then I'm pretty sure it can wash away, all the different logos and stuff on Blackout. Besides, Grindor got very little screen time, so I'm pretty sure we weren't able to see all the logos on his arms. There we go. Those are all my thoughts, opinions, and proof that Blackout and Grindor are the same character. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry this video took so long, and have a great day. I plan on making more videos in the future.